Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Radio Trigger podcast. Now, as always, I'm joined by my co-hosts, Tensashinra and the Anime Bro. You guys have anything to say?
Yo.
What's up? What's up?
All right. And today we have another guest with us. We have, I assume it's Hikstra. How do you pronounce your name?
Hikstra.
All right, okay. All right, how's it going, man?
Going good. I'm glad to be on.
Yeah, I mean, this has taken us a few months.
Yeah, glad to have
A few months in the working. I was out of the country for a little bit, and then it was a whole lot of stuff going on. But yeah, glad to finally be here.
Yeah. You went on vacation, right?
Yeah. So my girlfriend's working in Thailand right now, and given my work stuff is pretty flexible, I was like, shoot, might as well just go to Thailand for like a month, and so I just went to Thailand and messed around and traveled, and I go to Vietnam next month, so just traveling as much as I can.
Oh dang!
Jeez.
Nice.
The first travel
How's Thailand?
YouTuber.
Yeah.
That's what I got start doing vlogs and stuff, man. It'd be my girlfriend actually does cosplay and stuff too. She wants to get into that too, but she's gonna say,
Oh,
Jeez.
nice.
Yeah. Bro, that's my dream. I'm
Then so
jealous.
you gotta come down.
Oh my God.
Bro, that was my dream too, man. It's so good. Didn't believe it was real till
Man.
Tins is gonna go look for a girlfriend now.
Yeah, literally, it's a myth. I can't believe it. Like whenever somebody tells me, oh yeah, people that cosplay are real, I'm just like, I've never seen it in person, so how am I supposed to believe that?
Hey, we all gotta
It's
look at an
surprising.
anime convention and just go crazy.
But doesn't America
Yeah.
have like a lot of like cosplay people?
Well, we have events like Comic Con,
Yeah.
but
Right.
you know,
I've been to a few small ones, but it wasn't anything crazy. So
Oh, but so you have seen them in person then?
not that I remember. I only remember seeing one guy in like in the Katsuki. At the
Oh,
Did it
Katsuki.
in costume.
I thought you were
That's
saying
it.
you're. I thought you were saying you were mesmerized by something. But okay.
Oh my gosh, no. If I was, I wouldn't remember because I was probably
Exactly.
mesmerized, so
Exactly.
yeah.
If you'll go to like an EDM festival, you'll run into a lot of cosplay there too. Because I guess like anime is kind of like intermixed with the EDM sphere, and so like people will just
Right.
dress in like obviously like the sluttiest anime like cosplay you can do, but it's
yeah.
it's cool.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. I'll definitely try to go to one of those and hopefully see somebody in person that actually does that.
I don't think we have. I don't think we have any conventions like that.
Really?
No.
Oh, you're the only one that didn't say where you were from.
Oh, I'm from South Africa.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. That's cool.
Yeah, we don't have shit like that.
I can imagine.
Yeah. You guys have just club events and stuff. from
Yeah,
your
just bars
stories.
and clubs. Yeah, but that's. I mean, yeah, we don't have like. I'm among so I think it's like the devil's work if you watch or read it.
Yeah.
That's the
Eh.
devil's work.
Yeah.
It was like that.
Hey, calm down. We can't go into my stories again. Calm down.
The gasoline.
No.
Oh my
No,
God.
I'm all for the crazy stories, man. Better believe it. How old are you? If
man.
you don't mind me asking, by the way.
21.
Turned at 82 next year. No, just kidding. I'm 21 too.
Yeah, no, he's actually 30.
No, my bro, stop lying. I'm 20 or 21. Just turned 21.
Okay.
Jeez, I'm 20. I'm 20 now.
Nah, you're 35, Lion. Yeah.
I'm an old man here, 25. Yeah.
25. That's not bad.
That's not that old. Remember when
It feels
Effie
old,
was-
man. Yeah, turns
Uh,
25 on
every-
Sunday's ass.
isn't like Abby? Well, she's like 24 now, but wasn't she like freaking out like how old she was, and it was like 2
Yeah.
years older than us?
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I feel like when you hit 20s, you just start feeling old. Cause I'm still
definitely.
laughing at that thing Lion said in that episode where he's like, "Since
About
I
my
turned 20,
knees."
my knee is hurting." Yeah, yeah, and you
Yeah.
turned 20 like a week before you said that.
Yeah,
It's
literally.
like
I
a
mean,
week to-
I mean,
it's all over.
it is.
It's just
Bro,
took a
like-
week for you to start feeling old.
Yeah, 'cause like sometimes I like sit like on my leg. Sometimes just for like to change it up, and I stand up and my leg's gone.
Yeah, I feel that.
No.
Yeah.
Jeez,
Dude.
man. There was something I was gonna ask, but I completely forgot what it was. It was because we were talking about the traveling thing, and I thought of something, but
Yeah.
then I don't even remember what we got into after that. The cosplay or something. But
Yeah.
Yeah,
God,
and
Rabbit
then,
hole.
yeah, I'm trying to trace my steps back, but I can't.
and then
Remember.
somebody
Okay.
mentioned gasoline again.
Oh yeah, that's a necessity. I always have to mention that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to tell it.
story. You should tell that story,
every
by the way.
Oh man, all right, fine. Okay, so there was this motorcycle. It was my friend's motorcycle. So we put in the gasoline. So we shook the bike. We put our mouth there, and we just inhaled it to get high off it.
Oh my.
Was it
goodness.
effective?
Very effective. Yeah, it's very effective. But
I can't say I've tried that personally, but it seems like a move.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you can literally feel it. I mean, it's the worst headache. So
Yeah, I mean they call you 20-odd lion for a reason.
Okay, bro.
Man,
The moment
that's
we meet up in person, you guys are fucked.
Oh my gosh. No, we have to run for our lives. I
Bro,
actually remember.
Yeah, go.
Well, you have to come to America first, and
True.
One day when I'm 30, I'll be there.
Yeah. I remember now what I was gonna say. It wasn't anything super deep, but I was just gonna say I'm kind of like a far cry from like Hickstra, because like I'm I don't know if that's how you say it, by the way.
Yeah,
But-
that's it. Yeah.
All right, cool. But I actually have not even like traveled out of Florida once. I want to, but I haven't so far. But yeah.
Do you have any
that's
places
all
in
I was gonna
mind?
say. Yeah, I was just gonna travel
Alabama?
to well, obviously. Oh my god. This
Alabama.
man, nah, I gotta get the Alabama experience. Nah, I was gonna, I was thinking about like if we're talking about like different countries and stuff and continents, I was thinking about I think Japan obviously because you know, the weeb stuff.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I think Germany was somewhere I wanted to go. Switzerland sounds nice too. But those are just a few places for me.
Oh yeah, here's Switzerland's beautiful. I had my layover in Japan, and although I couldn't like leave the airport, but like in the actual like terminal and everything, there was the amount of anime stuff there was like ridiculous. It was so cool.
Man,
There was like
Nice.
it was amazing.
Yeah. Have you guys traveled anywhere? That I'm not.
yeah, I've
Well,
traveled
bro,
to...
I remember it was Mr. Worldwide, bro.
Oh yeah, I've traveled to 4 countries. I've been to London. I've been to Australia. I've been to
Oh, wow.
Iceland and America. So yeah, 4 countries.
Oh, damn.
Nice.
And I've been all over America too. So
Nice.
Okay.
What about you, Ryan?
No, just within South Africa itself.
in fact, I got lost in Vegas once.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Were
Oh
you
my
sober
God.
at this when you got lost?
No, I was 5. I was 5. I got
Oh,
lost.
yeah.
Hopefully sober.
But-
Yeah.
But this is like the
were
meme,
in
like-
a.
You going?
When I was like 5, my parents used to we used to live in California, and like we would, instead of going like to LA, we would go to Vegas because it was a pretty cool experience. So one time when I was like 5, we went to Vegas once, and we were just traveling around in the hotel, and I get distracted one bit, and all of a sudden I lost my parents, and this is not like getting lost in a mall. This is like getting lost in, say, like, just like there's like a whole bunch of people. So I couldn't see anybody. I couldn't see so I was just walking around like as a 5-year-old. Like I'm freaking out. Like holy crap, what's going on? I don't know how long it was, but I felt like hours where I was just like, it probably was like only like 30 minutes, but like when I was like 5, I was free. I was literally like free. Of course, my parents were mad, but because for some reason I get lost. Like when I was 5, I got lost like at the random list locations. There's like so many stories where I get lost. Like I got lost in a mall. Vegas was like probably scariest one because it was like I didn't even know if I would ever see my parents again because
Oh my god.
I was just
Yeah, that's intense.
and I didn't even leave the hotel. It was just like the bottom floor where like the casinos and stuff were. So I was panicking a lot.
Wow. Jeez, bro. Yeah, no, I don't have any stories of getting like lost like that. Honestly, I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I'm good with the direction sense, I guess.
But I'm pretty sure you said
yeah, I really don't.
got lost once, right?
No, I don't. Not that I remember.
Because
Like
I remember
I'm
you told like a
thinking back.
story of it to us.
Have I? Do
It's
you
something
remember
of
the
like
story exactly?
it was something of like, oh, you're driving around and you like, I don't know, you took like a wrong turn, got lost, and like ended up at like a birthday party or something like that.
No, I never. I don't know where that's from. But
No, but
oh my God,
I
you just
remember
gave me
I
a
remember you
slice of
said that
cake.
once.
Nah, I never said that. I did
No,
say I
it's on
got
the
lost
podcast.
driving around on. Not, is it? Yeah, no, you have to
Yeah,
find
yeah,
the
no,
episode
no.
because I genuinely don't. I do remember saying that I was driving around and got lost, but I think that was like before we started an episode, or something like that, or it might not have even
Mm,
been like before we started an episode. We might have just been chatting in Discord, and then you guys
may
asked if I was
could
down
have
to
been.
chat. Yeah, because I remember I think Ison was there and everybody and like you guys were posting in there and as I was driving I was just looking at my phone looking at all the memes you guys were sending and I'm like I'm gonna find my way back home but yeah that's the
Right.
only time I can remember actually talking about getting lost. But have you ever got lost, Lion?
Bro, it's impossible to get lost here. But it takes like
Oh my gosh.
30 minutes to walk from one side of town to the other side.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Jeez.
So no, you can't get lost here. No.
What about you, Hickstra?
When I went to London when I was a senior in high school, I was in charge of the directions for some of the like other students, and I'm like very like outwardly right. I had no idea where we were going, but I was very confident into like leading us to where we're going, and we got completely on the other side of London. Wasn't a good look for me in terms of my skill with directions. So I just used that was about the only time. That was kind of scary though because we didn't have any cell phone service or anything. It was just us students, and I was like in charge of the group, so I felt it was kind of shitty to be honest for the position I was in. But
It's a
Yeah,
good thing
that's
they
rough.
spoke English. Because
thank God.
Imagine getting lost in like Germany, and it's like, oh, how do you say this place? Like,
Oh man, yeah, that's rough. Jeez, I don't have any notable stories of, like actually getting lost, but it seems like just a scary situation to just like I don't know. I think maybe I have a story of like, but I feel like this is just like a typical story of like getting lost in the store, like when you're a kid and like you're going shopping and you like go between like the clothes racks and stuff like that, and then you come out and you're like looking, but I don't know if that's like everybody's gone through that before, but I mean. I didn't
I know I
technically get
have.
lost in that. Oh, you have?
In
Yeah.
fact, one thing is like, I got like my sister. One time when we were going out to a store, think about me. I do get distracted very easily. I have ADHD, so I get very distracted easily. So when I was a kid, I took my sister to. She needed to go to the bathroom once, so I took my sister to go to the bathroom, and over there is where the games were. So I went over there and played some games because I was a kid and I didn't know better. And on the mic, it said calling my mom's name, and I was like, "Oh, geez, that's right. I have a sister. She's probably freaking out
Oh
and
my
all that
goodness.
stuff." At the time, I was angry at her, but not because she got lost, because I was gonna get in trouble for sure. And yeah, I did get in trouble. I was like one of the one times. Okay, when with sister, do not go play video games, or else that's going to be another punishment that you're gonna have to deal with.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jeez.
I was not very good with direct. I was like Zorro. Like I was not paying attention whatsoever.
Oh my goodness. That's hilarious. Oh wait, that's rough. I don't want to get into this. Anime bro, you know what I'm gonna bring up now, right?
Jeez, what the heck? Whatever.
What do you
Wait,
know?
didn't we settle this debate? Didn't we settled this debate,
Oh,
right?
no, man. We can bring it
Um,
again.
Okay, cool. Okay, so
Because we know the answer.
exactly, but I'm sorry, Anime Bro is just too.
Okay,
I don't
okay.
know.
Let me ask this. Yes, her defense is good. What's her damage like? Apparently, I've heard her damage wasn't even that good.
Bro, wait. Before we even get
Yeah.
into it, we have to tell what we're talking about. All right, so you've watched One Piece, right, Extra?
Yeah, I have watched One Piece.
All right, and I know you're a big Bleach guy, which congratulations. We it's nice to have a Bleach guest on here for the first
Yes,
time.
sir.
We're always having like Game of Thrones fans,
Dude,
and Anime Bro loves
we had
that.
a Bleach fan.
I know, but
that's a
we
friend.
haven't had one in like and we haven't had him in like
He's
on here
still a
like
fan, isn't he?
yeah, but the
okay.
two differences we haven't had him in a while, and like we didn't talk about Bleach when we actually had him, so now we can like I don't know, sip for Bleach since like Higgs was here. But before
Love
we
the profile
do,
picture, by the way.
oh nice, thank you. Shout out Mike UB, he made it for me. But basically the question is, we had this debate. It started a long time ago, and basically it was Orihime from Bleach versus Usopp from I thought I said that backwards for a minute, versus Usopp from One Piece. And who do you think would win in that fight? I haven't watched both of them.
I just think due to like the different power systems, Orihime just has too much hacks for Usopp to do anything.
They
Just from my perspective, yeah. It's just like a
Okay.
different, like like Usopp's gonna
I-
shoot him with this.
yeah.
Well, I put out range, but now I actually got another thing. You talk about defense. It's good to have defense, but if your damage sucks, then what's the whole point?
her,
You
her
know?
damage is
But
good
Usopp is
though.
No, apparently,
It-
I actually watched the power system, and someone actually said her damage isn't good because her herself is not a fight. Like she doesn't apparently have, she doesn't want to inflict harm to others apparently, and it's based off of that. So
But we're
I-
but we're ta- we're but was that like in comparison to Bleach though? Because if we're talking about Bleach universe, like obviously if you take someone like Krillin from Dragon Ball, then
Okay,
he's
if
gonna
we're
be
putting
weak,
this-
and there's that. But he's killing everybody.
Okay, but
in, like,
okay,
One
let's
Piece.
put it this way: as One Piece is like the same thing, though. The world is insane. Where we got people literally causing earthquakes just by punching the air. So, like the power system, I think, kind of are leveled. There's probably some insane devil fruit where a guy can literally come up with like stop world stopping. We just haven't gotten there yet. So it really like what is her damage like? What was like the strongest thing she's just actually damaged? And like because
you want me to?
yes, you talk about her defense, but like a defense is good but if you can't damage, then it's
Okay, let me ask you a question. All right, do you think Usopp could take out? Well, this is probably this isn't a good question actually. I was gonna say, do you think he could take out Hollow? But I'd have to like clarify what kind of Hollow, obviously. But even with that, you have to realize, and I've said this point multiple times. I'm sure Hickshaw would agree with me, just based on the fact that he likes Bleach so much. But like, she was able to defend from like what is it? His like
yeah, okay. Yes, you
main
talk about
but-
defense. I'm talking about attack.
Okay,
What's the
in terms of-
attack?
she can reflect attacks though, and that's the thing. Like, what would he do about that in that situation?
Okay. Well, then how far can the attacks go? If you reflect an attack, how far can it go? Because, like I said, range was a thing. Range is a thing. Like, if you Usopp's able to like snipe people with a slingshot further than most marksmen.
Yeah,
So-
but if somebody is close to him, then he's useless.
Exactly.
Okay, yes, but in terms of a battle, you would want to have your, you want to keep your distance. So if you can, you would want, or not distance, you want to keep yourself at a leveling field. So there's no reason that Usopp would try to always go go the distance so that he has the advantage. because because honestly, it is like power level is insane, but it's like, yeah, if you have the power and you can't, if you don't, but you can't beat someone who can actually use theirs at a better thing. I'm saying like intelligent, like she might have battle intelligence, but so does Usopp. So my thing is like which one is smarter to take down? And I think Usopp, because he's able to snipe really far, and honestly, I don't know. Like you said, she has soul sense and whatnot, but I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know the range, and would that actually count for Usopp's range on how he's able to like literally snipe people from miles and miles away?
Bro, honestly, I just want to ask because I don't know if Picture was gonna say something and then we cut him off by accident. Were you gonna say something?
Oh no, I was just gonna say that like Orihime does have like offensive abilities, but like before the Arrancar invasion into Karakura Town, like with Urahara, he tells her not to like join the battle because her attacks are like ineffective in comparison to other people, right? So she just doesn't like
Yeah.
display attack prowess, but she still has abilities that she can use. But let's say like her abilities don't like defeat Usopp. Usopp still has no way of defeating her, right? So at a minimum, it's a draw because Orihime like blocked an attack from like the main villain, who's like probably one of the most busted characters in like throughout like all the verses, right? So like
Yeah.
I don't think Usopp's breaking through to her. But I have a question for you, the anime bro. Given One Piece, are you like Shanks versus Mihawk? Who do you have? This is like a really important power scaling thing. I need to know.
Okay, that's actually pretty hard because
I love that question. I've seen it a lot.
that actually is hard because it seemed like I know that they've been fighting each other, and that Mihawk got the upper hand because Shanks lost his dominant hand, and that's kind of considered why he's considered. Well, I guess Mihawk then, and my because they were on the same level until Shanks lost his arm.
Yeah, I don't know because I feel like the thing that a lot of fans aren't taking into account when they look at that matchup is that like they probably haven't fought in a while. Because the main statement that a lot of people look at is like, I think it was early on in One Piece where he's like, oh yeah, you've lost an arm, so I want to find somebody that's more of a challenge to fight. So, but I think like I don't know, between those two. We'd have to see more from them, but if we're just talking about what we've seen,
Well,
like
Mihawk has the title of like strongest swordsman, and and honestly, no one's been able to defeat him. So I think I would say Mihawk because he still has his title, while even though Shanks hasn't fought in a while, it's probably really hard. Like nobody would ever want to mess with an emperor, but there are a lot of people who, like even Zoro, wanted to do it, and he was like nowhere near. Like they say, like a swordsman's dream is to one day fight Mihawk. Like not even just to beat him. Well, they want to beat him, but it's just fighting with Mihawk is an honor in their life. So that's where I want to, because I'm guessing a lot more people actually will fight Mihawk, and that way he still has like some edge in terms of like battle. While there's probably a long break that there's been like breaks probably where Shanks has just been on an island doing his own thing and just chilling. Not saying he's weak. He's just in terms of who's probably more active, I think Mihawk has been getting more contestants and stuff.
Okay, that's valid. I definitely think that Mihawk's like the strongest swordsman in the series, like inarguably. But in my head canon, right, I'm such a Shanks meat rider that like I think his like hockey hacks is like probably the top one Conqueror's hockey user in the verse. And so obviously I would assume Mihawk has Conqueror's hockey as well. But like given how Conqueror's hockey is, that if that fight came down to it, I got my money on Shanks. Yeah. But that's one of the most awaited things I have like within the show, because like Shanks is so hardly in it, but Love that dude.
Yeah, like even now that I think about it, like just looking at it from like a I don't know, just like a different standpoint where like Mihawk is like Zoro's goal, and then obviously like I wouldn't say Shanks is Luffy. Well, technically he is kind of, but just to become a great pirate to give him the hat back, obviously. But I don't know, just considering that, you know, it's like the captain looking forward to Shanks and like his right hand man looking forward to Mihawk. Just by that logic, I feel like I'd put Shanks higher. Also Shanks is like a Yonko and. I don't know. It's hard to do, but I'd probably pick Shanks. Yeah, I agree.
That's an interesting perspective. I never like considered it in terms of that like lighting. That's interesting.
Yeah, I literally just thought of that on the fly. Because when you guys mentioned like the whole like I don't know, or I don't know if something you mentioned or just the fact that like I don't know they aim to like fight them or to reach their level at some point. Because I also like I've seen a lot of people say that like Mihawk has to be like this is a pretty crazy statement, but I've seen people say Mihawk has to be stronger than what is it Kaido or something because what is it because he's gonna be Zoro's final goal and obviously he has to be like the strongest thing that Zoro's ever gone up against, but I don't know. I feel like that's still debatable because looking at like someone like Kaido, he's obviously like I don't know outclassed there because he is the captain of his own crew, and I don't know if that's like I don't know if it'd be like a technique kind of thing or just I really don't know, but yeah, it's a hard like it's hard to gauge them when we've rarely seen them as much as we have, but I don't know. I think that Shanks is definitely above Mihawk.
That's one of the coolest things about One Piece, given that like so many of these like super strong characters, most of their feats are off screen or off the page. So you're just left to your own imagination. So it just like stirs up so many debates amongst friends groups. Like since I was a kid, we've been like debating like oh like which character's stronger than which. And obviously like most of these characters we never actually get to see like fight.
Yeah.
That's a so cool yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I agree. It's like One Piece is the one the out of like the big three probably that I like just making these versus battles the most because with the others they're pretty like straightforward. It's like oh yeah the person that was introduced earlier is obviously weaker, but with something like One Piece you can look at like a the villain after the arc that they just went through like Crocodile for example or Enel for example, and you can say oh yeah who would win in a fight between him and Crocodile and it wouldn't be as close as a lot of people would probably assume it would just because Enel comes after him. It'd probably be closer. And same thing for like Enel and Blackbeard, for example, or Blackbeard towards like when he was fighting Ace. Anyways, a lot of people would say Enel could probably beat him just because he can spam lightning attacks from afar, and he wouldn't have to get close to him to even, you know, for his powers to get taken away. So there's a lot of extra like I don't know factors to it that make One Piece fights or just what if matchups a really cool thing for me.
Well, absolutely. Of like in terms of like anime and like manga in general, like for all three of y'all, what are y'all's like number ones if you had to actually like choose?
Manga, One Piece, anime, JoJo's.
Yeah.
Okay.
What about you, Lion?
So what we're doing? We're doing like our favorite manga and anime. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, manga and anime.
Oh, jeez. Favorite anime? I would probably have to say. Uh, hmm. Maybe like. I don't know, bro.
What was that one when they cry?
Yeah, but I
Or
wouldn't say it's my favorite.
Bungo Stray Dogs.
Nah, I wouldn't. I don't know. I wouldn't say either of them are like favorite. I think I don't know. Manga wise, I don't really love manga, but let's see what manga have I finished that I really liked. I mean, I'm really 20th Century Boys now, so I guess for now that has to be it. For now,
Well, for me, it'd um, probably be Bleach for both because I really like. I don't know. That's just my favorite series. But as far as manga is concerned, it might be different if I watched slash read it in a different sequence because for the anime I watched that and then that became my favorite anime and then I read the manga to like I think I reread it and then caught up to like the war arc before it came out so I could actually like just watch it. I didn't even like there wasn't even an anime announcement when I had watched it at this point, but I read that and it was better than the anime for me. There's like a lot of censorship in the anime and obviously and stuff like that. And I think Kubo himself has said that he doesn't like the anime for Bleach, but it's like I don't know. It's just a thing of like the anime was way better than the manga. But if I had watched the manga first and or read the manga first and then watched the anime, I'd probably have like a different anime for my number one. It'd probably be One Piece to be honest, just because that's my second favorite anime. So yeah.
Jeez.
Solid. Okay, I fuck with that heavy. I would probably say Bleach.
Ah, there
as
was
well.
a Bleach and JoJo crossover.
Wait, there was.
Really?
Yeah.
I would say for me probably Bleach for both as well, but for manga, Tokyo Ghoul I think like it's like on that same level for me because I love Tokyo Ghoul's manga. Just the artwork, the story, just is incredible.
Yeah. See, I was telling them about that just before this. I was like, because we were talking about like the whole profile picture tier list thing, and then they thought that like well, I think it was I don't know which one of you guys said, but you didn't see that many people preaching about Tokyo Ghoul, but I think like a lot of
Oh,
people
that was
really
me.
like the
That was
manga.
that was me.
Oh, that was
But
yeah, that was you.
but at the time it was like it was like when the anime came out, and I just heard a lot of hate for it. So I was like, oh,
Yeah,
Yeah, but
it's mostly
the first season is good.
yeah, like Lion said. Yeah, the first
First
season was good.
season.
And then it kind of went downhill from there. But yeah, the Tokyo Ghoul manga kind of maintained its quality all the way through.
Yeah. Ooh, I think I might have thought about an anime for me. It's between Haikyuu and Hajime Ippo.
Okay.
I haven't read Haikyuu, so or watched Haikyuu.
Yeah.
I've tried to. I haven't been able to get into any sports anime. Like I know Blue Lock was going crazy on Twitter this year, and I watched like the first like 6 episodes, but I just couldn't get into it. And it's weird because
Yeah.
I always grew up playing sports, and I still play sports and stuff. But I just
Yeah, I mean,
I should
I
try
don't
it
really,
out
I
as
don't, yeah, I mean, I don't really count Blue Lock as a sport anime, sport manga.
What sports do you play? Actually,
I still play basketball pretty actively. Like I play in 2 local leagues right now. So I played like last night and then I play tonight. But I've always played basketball. That's always been my go-to. And then I competed in weightlifting for like 4 years, but I've been off that for like probably a year or 2.
nice. Basketball is my favorite sport too.
Who's your go-to team?
Yeah, go-to team. I always gotta go with Heat. That's my hometown, and like when I used to watch it on what is it like? I used to watch it a lot. And back in like what was it 2012? They were like the back-to-back champions. I don't know. It was just really nice seeing that. So, like I don't know. Maybe it'll change because I haven't been watching it as actively as I used to. But when I go back to it, the team might change to be honest, because I haven't been hearing that much about them lately.
Okay, I know that he just acquired Kevin Love, and Kevin Love, that was like one of my like OG inspirations for basketball because he was like a taller white guy who could like shoot and play in the post.
Yeah, he's a really nice player. Honestly, I really love him. Yeah, they had like a lot of really nice players. Like back in the what was it, 2012, 2013 kind of years. Yeah, they were really good. They had like a lot of great ones. But yeah, you said Lion, you're a sports guy too, right? Like
Yeah.
yeah.
But
Which sports were that? I forgot.
Rugby. It was mainly rugby.
Mm.
Yeah, it's mainly rugby. I mean, because that's pretty much the main thing that South Africa focuses on out of all the sports.
Yeah. Wait,
So Lion, given you played rugby, are you a pretty big guy?
Not really. So I played lock. So that's like number 4 or 5. Not number 4. I think some 6 or 7. I think. Basically, it's like a support to give like when like we're scrumming, just get a little bit more weight onto it.
Gotcha.
But I'm not really that big, so yeah, I played that for a while.
Rugby is the one that was similar to what was it?
NFL.
What did
football.
you say? Oh, football.
NFL.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, what's the I haven't actually ever watched rugby before. Like how
Mm.
exactly do you play that?
It's okay. So I mean, if you get a ball, you can't pass forward. You need to pass
Mm.
someone that's behind you. Um, to score, I mean, you just so obviously there's a line. Obviously there's a line right towards like the end of the pitch with like the H like poles. You know,
Mm.
you need to like press down the ball behind that line to get 5 points. Then you're gonna kick the ball. Like number 10 is gonna be the kicker, obviously. If he gets over, it's an extra 2 points. Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
pretty
Yeah,
much,
that sounds
anything.
pretty simple.
Yeah, it is pretty simple. Yeah, yeah. That's why it's easy to understand.
Yeah, it's easy to understand though. Yeah. Um. Yeah. I guess for sports, I used to be like when I was like really small. I used to be really into baseball. I really like that. What
Mm.
else? Kickball, I guess as well. But yeah, aside from that, I was also it's pretty funny because I would play football sometimes.
Mm.
And I was like you guys know I'm not I'm not that
Yeah,
heavy of a guy, so
yeah.
so but it is I was surprisingly still like really good in football, like as just like a I don't know, just I don't know, like I was really good at like catching, so I would always be that. And since I was like quick on my feet, I don't know,
Mm.
like that, I would
Oh,
have like the most surprising catches. Like I was like that guy, like like it literally is on some like blue lock type stuff. They would be like, "How do you even get there?" Like I would be like downfield, and then they would like toss me a pass, and I just like I would
well, I
like
mean,
intercept
yeah, yeah.
people. It would be crazy.
Oh,
Like
I'd say.
yeah,
Well, I mean,
it's
your
it's pretty
aerodynamic, my
crazy.
boy. Your aerodynamic should
But
can go.
aerodynamic. True, honestly, that might be the case. Like, and since I'm small, I just have to turn sideways and you can't
Small.
see me.
I mean, the three of us are the same height, so
Oh my gosh.
so.
Well, no, I mean like small in terms of weight. Like,
Well, yeah,
just
yeah. I
turn
mean, bro,
sideways, you can't see me
bro,
anymore.
if there's a strong wind, you're gone.
Exactly, exactly. But it does help me out with football. I think that was
Yeah.
honestly one of my favorite sports to play just because I would catch everybody off guard. Like
Mm.
they wouldn't be paying attention to me just because it's like more of a thing for them. It's like, oh yeah, we can like take him off his feet easy. But it's for me that was like the last thing you needed to worry about. It was like you had to keep your eye on me so I wouldn't like intercept like the ball.
Yeah.
And also you'd have to like be like you'd have to have somebody fast to mark me so that they could actually like catch
Right.
me if I was to make a run for it. But yeah, um, I I had like a hidden love for football, but yeah,
Jeez.
pretty nice. Pretty have
Oh yeah.
you're not a sports guy, right, Anime bro?
Yeah, not really.
Mm, okay, cool. No problem.
How did y'all as a
Uh,
trio end up starting the podcast? How did y'all all get together? Were y'all friends prior? Or?
No, no,
Ryan one
no,
day
no.
was like, "Hey, you want to do a podcast?" He came to
Literally,
me.
yeah. When
Yeah, he
Sam,
came to me one day, and then he's like, "Hey, you want to do a podcast together?" He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Yeah, sure." And we talked for a bit, and then I asked him, "Okay, who's gonna be the other guy?" Did you have Tenza in mind, or was this like a while until like before?
I, I
no,
remember his story.
I can't remember how I told it, but I'm pretty sure Tension was like the first one after you.
Okay, so
Mm.
I'm pretty sure it was, yeah. Which
Yeah,
I just
I
like,
remember
hey,
it.
want to be a part of it?
Yeah, I remember because I remember how you told it. You said that it was like a thing of you went to him and then you guys talked it up and then you're like, who's the third person? And then you came to me, or before you came to me, you said you looked on Anime Bro's channel since he did like a
Yeah,
lot
yeah,
of collabs, and then you saw
yeah.
me and you saw that I wasn't uploading frequently, so you're like, I don't know if this guy's gonna be good, so. But you still came to me, and it was like I said yes or whatever, and that's
Yeah.
how that happened.
I
And
mean,
the
we're
first
usually you're not
episode was
uploading,
horrible.
so
Oh my gosh. Yeah, in terms of like video uploading, I'm pretty rough, but in terms of like podcasts, it's easier to do a podcast than
yeah,
actually
Yeah,
like
because
upload. So
Oh,
you,
for
you, guys,
sure.
you guys, but you guys don't edit it, so obviously.
oh my gosh. Exactly. I mean, you don't edit it all the time either. Sometimes we stream, so And
Yeah, sometimes. But bro, we have like 10 episodes that we recorded that I need to edit.
yeah, sorry about that.
Hey, this is what he wanted. You know, he has to pay the price. So
For
this is
now,
what you
bro.
wanted, man.
But if I go to another country, what we have to split it, you know? Then you guys have to edit as well.
Oh,
Won't you have it? Like,
What?
speaking.
won't you still have it? Don't you store it somewhere?
No, I mean like, I wouldn't have as much time then if I go over. So we have to split it.
I was just gonna say, speaking of what Lion wanted,
Mm.
do you play like Soulsborne games, Hiksha?
No. Did you consider Elden Ring a Soulsborne game or no? Not
Yeah, it
Souls.
is. Yeah, it is.
That's a.
Oh yeah, I played
Soulsborne
Elden
game.
Ring, but I still haven't beaten it yet. It's a very frustrating game, but
Yeah,
I tell me when
it
I want to
is.
play. It's very very difficult.
Yeah, you rage a lot when you play when you play it.
More so, it's like a silent rage. Like I'll be on Discord with some of my friends, and they'll all want me to stream it because they all love Elden Ring, and I'll be on the same boss for like 4 hours, and I'll just keep going at it without stopping. And so by the end of the night, right, rather than feeling satisfied, it's more so just like relief that I'm like done with
Yeah.
this portion of the game.
Yeah, yeah.
Are y'all big?
so-
Are y'all big gamers like
Nah,
that?
Tenza is though. This guy.
yeah,
Really,
yeah. I love like Soulsborne's games. Like in general, yeah, I'm a gamer, but I love like Soulsborne's game. I've played. It's kind of weird for me to say that because I've only played 2 all the way through, but I do own Elden Ring. I'm gonna play that. It's just I haven't had the time, but I played Sekiro. I love that game. I played Bloodborne. Just recently beat it, and I also love that one. I'm gonna play the DLC for that, and then I'm gonna probably get to Elden Ring some point. It's just that for me, I want to get to it at a point where I can just like sit down and enjoy it because I don't want to really like have to be going through like making videos or like college and stuff like that while I'm like playing it because I just want to enjoy it. But I don't know. As far as like Souls games go, I really enjoy it. It's just like I don't know, the difficulty curve. I feel like that's just something that every Soulsborne fan just starts out not really liking. It gets really frustrating and everything. But it's kind of funny because the reason I brought it up is because recently, Lion, because he's kind of similar, but he's much more of like a you can hear him and see him read. So like he doesn't really like those games at all. And I asked him because me and another guy Leo, we were trying to get him to play it like desperately because we really like Souls games and we wanted to see him just play it and I don't know, just get through it and enjoy it. But he was saying no regardless of what we asked him. And basically what we ended up doing, I told him how many likes do I have to get on a tweet for him to play what was it, Bloodborne, I think. And
Yep.
yeah.
basically he said 60 likes, and at first it was going pretty slow, but then I remembered I'm one of the heads of this Discord server. So I just added everybody, and the masked man was the first person to reply. He's like, oh, in that case I'll just retweet it, and it got like 60 likes easy after that. And now he has to play Bloodborne and stream it and rage for everybody to see. And yeah, he doesn't really like those types of games.
Oh god, yeah. I remember seeing that tweet, and I didn't want to wish that pain upon anybody, so I just scrolled past it. I definitely saw that tweet, but I did not like it. So,
Yeah, I do the
I'm
same
going to
thing.
suffer.
I do the same thing with like, I don't know, things that I don't want people to suffer through. Like if I ever saw a tweet that's just like, I don't know, sit there and I'm not even gonna say it on here, like watch you for it. I'm not gonna make anybody sit through that. But
Yep. Yeah. Or play
Yeah,
League
I
on
liked it.
solo queue. Yeah.
I liked it.
Yeah.
What?
I was like, I
Yeah.
watched When They Cry. This guy can play Bloodborne. It's not that hard.
Oh, bro, I was about to say, I thought you liked Euphoria. I was about to say, oh my god.
No. I meant the
Oh my
tweet.
God.
I like the tweet.
Yeah. But
Oh.
how do you plan on going about that line now that you have to play Bloodborne?
What do you mean?
He announced it. He's going to play it tomorrow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, but how like are you gonna like I don't know, prepare yourself for the rage, or what are you gonna do?
I'm probably not gonna. You probably won't be able to hear me, to be honest.
Ah,
because like
Boo, boo.
Well, Ryan might say something that might get his Twitch banned, so
I mean,
it's probably
he
a good
can
thing.
just develop your quick hand. You know what I'm saying? Mute that mic real quick, and then
I mean,
launch off the.
I'll just swear
Dude,
my
the
own
game
language.
is hard. Don't. He doesn't need to like stress himself out more about wondering
Yeah.
what he.
I mean, it'll be fine, but I can say any words I want in my own language, and I'll be fine.
Oh my god, true. I guess that's true. True.
Yeah, it's
you
weird,
should
but
you should not speak English at all. You should just
nah.
just speak your native language while streaming.
I mean, I'll stream it like, and I will say I'll stream tomorrow. Listen, like if
Nice,
I
nice,
start getting to a
yeah.
point where I rage too much, I just get really quiet. Because then I just sit there and think, why the fuck am I doing this?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for putting you.
Hopefully you'll enjoy it because like there are moments of like Elden Ring that I'll play that like I surprisingly enjoy. Like the whole character design and like customization and stuff is really fun. It's more so my issue is like the bosses being so fucking difficult. That's
Yeah.
like that's my only qualm. But
Yeah, like, yeah, I know everybody in this chat is the same aside from me. But the thing with like I don't know, like Soulsborn bosses and stuff like that, and just not even just the bosses, but the games in general, everybody starts the same. They can't even get past like like simple mob like enemies and stuff like that, and then eventually it's like it comes to a point where like I don't know, you start valuing the difficulty. I feel like you can't fully appreciate the game until you like I don't know get over the difficulty curve because there is a
Until
lot more
you've
to
died
offer.
every time
But bro,
you
like-
move.
But like, is it worth it? Like, risking your cholesterol playing this fucking game,
Absolutely, in my opinion, as someone who's
Absolutely.
completed 2 Soulsborne
No,
games now,
I don't know.
No,
yes,
it's
worth it.
not. It is.
But that's
No,
why. That's
you
bro, that's
haven't
probably
com-
why
Here's
you
another
should.
thing. Here's another thing I don't like.
Okay, have you completed the game, the anime, bro? Have you completed? the
I've
Soulsborne
gone
game?
pretty far. Okay, so honestly, I'm not saying as a guy who completed, but if I've gotten pretty far, beaten a couple of bosses, and I've said, yeah, this is not worth my time, then
Nah,
I think
that's-
it's pretty.
I mean, I don't want to be that guy that's like the equivalent to like the guys in like manga and anime where that's like, oh yeah, you gotta like get watch 200 episodes
Okay,
before
well,
it gets
here's the
good.
thing.
But
Here's the thing. With the 200 episodes, that's not even completing it. You're just saying to finish the game.
I'm not
So-
saying no. I'm not saying finish. I'm just saying like when you finish, like that's like the prime, like because like when you sit there and you finally beat the final boss and the credits start rolling, you sit back and you're like, wow, that was a great game. Like that's
No,
the
I
experience
look
for
back
every
and be
Soulsborne
like-
game. You haven't beat
I
one
look-
though, so you
Dude,
haven't got
if I
to that.
ever beat a Souls
But-
game, I'm just looking at these guys and being like, if I had a death note, I would write every single one of your name because that was
Nah.
a waste of time.
Trust me, when you get to the end credits of one, you'll see exactly what I mean. But as far as like getting a certain like length into the actual game, it's kind of like I don't know. You grow to like I don't know, like like you kind of adapt to the difficulty if that makes sense. And then, I guess like through adapting to the difficulty, like bosses, like certain enemies become less difficult and you can just enjoy it easier because I don't know how hard exactly it is to you anime bro, but if you're saying that you can't even like
look,
get past the
I've-
mobs, then that's rough. Like
It's hard. Okay, so the game I bought, so it was Dark Souls 3, which apparently by a lot of people was not the best one because of how easy it was. Apparently, that's what they said. It was easy. I played it, and for a while I was getting there. I was at a point where I was like, you know what? A Dark Souls game is pretty fun. And then they have this one boss where it's like, okay, right now we were at really hard, and then we were slightly going a little bit higher. Now we're gonna go 10 more levels up higher, and you can't go past this boss. You can't go past unless you beat this boss. That's when I'm like, okay, you've made the game harder, and you've gradually made the game a bit more like level, and now you give me a boss that's already 10 times harder than the other bosses. No, dude, like I've seen like difficulty spikes, but in a game like this where it doesn't really need a difficulty spike, it should have just stayed the way it was for
Nah,
like
is I don't know. I don't think it's a difficulty spike. I think it's I don't want to be a skill gap. No, but it's not. It's not skill gap. But it's more of like a I don't know. They just it's not difficulty spike in terms of like they do more damage or anything like that. It's more just like I don't know. They get different like attack patterns, and in that case, you just have to develop and with those. And it's I don't feel like it's that hard to actually like develop to you know, or adapt to like the different skill patterns that they get. I don't think that it's that hard to just like because the skill gap really comes or not skill gap, but the difficulty like just spike comes when you face a new enemy that has an entirely different attack pattern. And that's usually the case because when you can memorize their attack pattern and eventually just like get your hits off enough to you know just eventually kill the boss, I think that's I don't know. It's not very like hard. Like compare it to like something like I don't know, like a boss that genuinely like has more health and their attacks do more damage from another game. I feel like that's harder than actually just learning to dodge and attack better. But that's just me personally. I don't know.
I don't know,
it's
man.
just I don't get why there's a okay. I think it is a difficulty spike because the thing about Dark Souls bosses is like when I was playing, there was either like there was always one thing about it. There was either the enemy has a lot of forms and you just need to make, and the health was okay, or the enemy has like one form, and basically its health was just insane. That was normal, but then there was this. Then the enemy I got to, it had multiple forms, and it had like an insane health bar and defense. So it was like, what the? This game was fair until now.
I don't know. I just feel like you have to like I don't know. You have to like get through it all the way to like fully like just be satisfied with the experience and just be like, yeah, that was a good game. But like, I feel like when you're going through an actual like just going through it regularly, I think it's not as it's not as easy to see the charm in those games. Like especially when you're not completely done with
Wait,
it
going through it regularly?
because
What does that mean?
not going like I mean like when you're just going through it like you haven't completed the game yet is what I mean. I feel like it's harder to see the charm in it then because you're actively in the turmoil and the just all the I don't know rage that you go through from facing those bosses. But even then, I feel like after you beat a boss that you've been stuck on for a long time, I don't know if you can like as someone who's played Elden Ring, Hickshaw, I don't know if you can agree with this, but or if you faced any big bosses yet, but just being stuck on a Soulsborn boss and beating it after like so long feels so good. I don't know if you can agree with that.
Oh, the very first boss of the game, I for Elden Ring might be someone called like Morgott or something like that, and I did it super under leveled because I was trying to do it like as the lowest level in the Discord to like beat the boss because they all play the game really intensely. So after I won, it felt like I'd won like an NBA championship. But that was obviously that was just boss one of innumerable ones. But like after that, the accomplishment afterwards feels feels
Yeah,
incredible.
exactly. That's I don't know. That's just
Well,
I
this
don't
sounds
know.
like
I
drugs.
can't see.
Literally, this is what it is.
I mean, my soul. I mean, it just feels so good when you're stuck for hours on a boss. Like the way Anime Bro describes it's like, oh yeah, I'm stuck on this for so long. Now I just want to like, it's. I'm still mad since I've been stuck on it for so long. I don't know.
Well, that's
Me
gonna be me.
personally, I don't know, man.
The
For
funny
me,
thing
it's
is-
just I've been stuck on it for a
Yeah.
while. Yeah, and it's just like yeah, because I already told I already told you this story. There's like literally my sister has videos of me being stuck on a Sekiro boss, and I beat it and I literally screamed at the top of my lungs. It feels so good to just like beat one of these bosses. I don't know. That's just me.
And like the funny thing is, like I have all of them. I have like all the Dark Souls. I have Bloodborne. I have Elden Ring as well.
Mm.
So if
Yeah.
if you challenge me again to play one of them, I'm gonna have to get subscribers.
Don't worry. I'll what you call it? I'll make you into a bona fide Soulsborne fan. But
Yeah.
um
Yeah.
yeah, before we move on from this, I do want to ask one last
Yeah.
thing. Anime bro, how many likes do I have to get?
No, screw that. Give me the 200 subs and then I will play.
gosh.
Forget that. I need to get something out of this if I'm ever
Jeez.
playing.
You'll get a good experience. You
No,
never
dude.
know.
200
And maybe
subs.
lose his arm,
And then I'll play.
Hmm.
Yeah, 200 subs.
Hmm.
Wait, actually, wait, hold on,
I mean,
hold on.
what do I get out of
hold
that?
on,
then?
hold on. Let's think of it this way. I've watched When They Cry for Lion. Lion's doing something for
you haven't
Tensa.
finished. You haven't finished.
Dude, I've watched it. Okay, none of this.
Nope.
I watched it.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Dude, okay.
Bro,
it's like
okay, let's say
Tensa's thing.
judge-
Okay, I'm not a.
Let's say JoJo has 8. Let's say JoJo has 8 parts. You can't just watch 6 of them and say you have watched all of it.
I've watched it. That was the deal. It wasn't watch all of it. It was watch it. I've watched it.
It was all of it. Anyways,
It was watching it.
Oh my god.
that means finishing it.
No, finishing is not same as watching it. Okay, let's put it this way, Tenza. Lion's doing something for you. You got to do something for either me or Lion. Okay, we doing something.
No. I've
No,
beat you guys in bets before.
Okay.
And-
How about okay? How many likes until you get to watch JoJo's?
Oh my gosh, I'm not doing that. I've beat you guys in likes before or bets before.
And bro, we're not gonna get more likes
yeah.
than him. We can't get more likes.
Yeah,
than him.
I know. Okay.
We can't. We literally can't.
Okay. Well, we gotta think.
Actually,
I gotta think.
actually. I have
Oh
something.
my goodness, man! No! I know what it's gonna be. It's gonna be
What?
upload before a certain time. And,
Nope.
and
Actually,
Yeah.
let's put it this way. Let's put it that way.
even if that was the case, I'd still win. But I'm not gonna. We can do this
No,
later.
it's something better.
We can do this later.
You have to
Okay.
read. You have to catch up with Berserk, because you know why?
Exactly,
Mossman will retweet it because he loves it. So we're going to give it likes.
Yeah. Oh
So
my
then you wanna
goodness.
40
I
volumes.
would do that regardless. I'm gonna do that at some point. Same for JoJo's. I just,
No, that's at some point. This is
Going
now.
on, please.
This is now.
it has to be. Oh my gosh! If I do it now, then there's no videos for a year.
I mean,
'Cause
it's
I'll
but whether you do it or not, you're not going to do it anyways.
Okay, we can talk about this later. We can talk about this later.
I
But
guess. Yeah.
Either way, you guys can't beat me in a bet. I'm just I'm a
yeah?
betting man.
We'll see what Mossman says.
If
about
you-
it.
Yeah, if you were to tell me, upload before a certain time or face reveal, I'd get a video out. Like, I absolutely would.
A face
I'd- I'd
reveal.
like- Yes, I would absolutely do that.
You
and just
do.
completely break the the goal because I don't want to do a face reveal. And I tell my professor, I'd be like, I'm sorry, I couldn't get this done. I had to do something, so I didn't reveal my face to the people of YouTube.
Are we going to agree that he has to do a face reveal video?
I didn't agree to that. I just said that's something I would do.
Or if you don't
hold on,
agree,
hold
if you
on.
don't agree, you lose. If you don't agree, you lose the bet.
Oh my goodness. Okay, never mind.
Hold
Forget-
on. Tenza. Hold on, I'm thinking something. What games do you have?
Okay, well, we can
just in
talk
general,
about it afterwards. We have a guest too.
Exactly.
Guest.
That's what I'm saying. I've been saying this.
You can join in too. Do you wanna place a bet with us?
I'm good on the bets. I will enjoy as a spectator.
Yeah. Oh my god. Jeez, man. Oh my gosh. Make them do something crazy. You have to travel to Florida and live my lifestyle for,
Oh my God.
for an entire month. Jeez. But yeah, we can talk about bets later.
Yeah.
I guess I did hear Hiksha ask before, but you were what like was the I don't know if you were gonna ask like a gaming in general question, like if we're big on gaming or anything, like if there's any
Oh,
other
yeah,
games you
yeah,
like
what
to
are you-
play.
Yeah, what other games
Oh, yeah.
are you into?
Yeah.
Minecraft, Call of Duty, Final Fantasy 14.
Mm.
There's other stuff I play. Just not Dark Souls.
Mm.
For me, I'm big into MMOs. I play like RuneScape. I play WoW. I'm a giant Pokemon person. I play through all those
Oh,
games.
I play
pretty
WoW
frequently.
Let's go.
And then a bit League of Legends. Unfortunately, I've been playing that for like
Mm,
probably 8 years. It's an addiction at this point.
mm.
Yeah, big Pokemon guy. That's like my probably my all-time favorite game is like Heart Gold, Soul Silver, like those.
Oh, nice. Same. I really like Pokemon is probably like my all-time favorite game. It's between that and Nier Automata or just the Nier series in general. But
Okay.
I really like Pokemon. Like I've played I think like my favorite would have to be my top three Pokemon games. I can't tell you like in order, but like my top three Pokemon games would probably be probably Diamond and Diamond Pearl, Diamond specifically because that's the one I had, and then Heart Gold and Soul Silver. And then most recently, Arceus is really good. Just like
Arceus
it's
is good,
really,
yeah.
yeah, it's really innovative. Like I've been playing it like recently. I'm playing it right now. That's the game I'm playing, and it's everything is just so different, and it's like the open world is great. I love the evolution system, how it doesn't just like kind of force it on you. Like you can cancel, but like every time you level up, it's like it's gonna ask you again. But if you have like if your Pokemon, it's time for your Pokemon to evolve in Arceus, you can literally just leave it there and just evolve it whenever you want.
Yeah.
Like I like the alpha Pokemon gimmick that they added in this. Like I love Arceus. Like it's definitely up there for me.
Oh, for sure. Arceus, I 100% of the decks, like, not shortly after it came out, but like kind of like near when it came out, and like after doing that, it was like such a satisfying thing because it really does feel like you're an actual like Pokemon trainer rather than like someone who's just like battling the battle, which was like a really cool take on the series of
Yeah,
being able to like collect lore.
definitely. I really love that game. But yeah, I agree. Heart Gold, Soul Silver. That might be my number one eventually when I think about it some more.
Yeah, I just actually replayed through Heart Gold. Like I beat Red like 2 days ago, but I play on like an emulator, so I can play at like double speed. So it's like in my
Oh.
head more time efficient. So it's fun.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, I really like how much content they gave us with like Heart Gold. It's like as a remaster, they added a lot of stuff. I think it had like double the amount of or double the amount of normal gyms or something like that. It was
Yeah,
really
that
really
also, and then
nice.
like the overworld Pokemon being able to follow you was like
Yeah,
super new at the
they're
time.
yeah they're really I really like those games. Oh, and I this is just a fond memory, but I got when I got it for the first time, it was like I got the box, like I think it was like a day one edition. So it came with like this little Pokemon Tamagotchi type thing,
Uh-huh.
in the box, and it was like I don't know what exactly edition it was, but it was really like I love that. Like definitely one of my most fond memories. It might like there was a time when I actually considered it like my favorite Pokemon game. It's definitely up there for me. I love that
Oh
game.
yeah.
Yeah. Uh, Lion. Sorry,
Yeah.
fanboyed about Pokemon a bit. Any games that you play?
Well, that's the thing. I'm not really a gamer, man.
Mm.
Um, I mean, when I do play games, I've been playing. Obviously, I'm gonna play. Yeah, I'm playing Farming Simulator 22 now. That's kind of what I'm playing right now. Obviously, I downloaded Final Fantasy 15. I'm gonna check that out.
Mm.
Obviously, Bloodborne. Yeah,
Yep.
and
Thank you, Mast.
yeah, literally. What else? I mean, I used to be a big Call of Duty guy, so.
Mm.
I mean, after all, that was like what 1,000 hours.
Jeez, yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh, we were talking about that the other day. How many hours do you guys like? What's the most hours you have in like a game? Because Lion is crazy with Call of Duty, and I have like over 300 in like Nier or something. But how about you guys?
Oh my god. Like so for like
Hold on.
go ahead. Yeah.
Oh no, you can go ahead. I'm trying to remember.
For
So you can
RuneScape,
go.
there's a way you can like check your how much like time you have played, and obviously this
Mm.
isn't all like efficient gaming hours where you're like constantly doing stuff.
But
But
Yeah.
like my RuneScape account says I have like 127 days played. So however many hours that is, it's pretty. Let me see.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah, it's
lot.
like 3,000 hours. That's a lot of time. But
3,000. Oh
yeah.
my goodness.
Oh,
Yeah.
jeez. I think like 2 months of gaming. And
RuneScape is one of
one
those
game.
games though that you can like play forever, and your account's always like able to play on compared to other MMOs. Like with WoW, every expansion that comes out, you're kind of no longer able to like play the game as you previously did. You have to like level up again. But with RuneScape, like if your account's good, it's always good, which is cool. But I played the game since I was like 7, so like almost like 18 years.
Cool,
I don't know,
cool.
my math is probably wrong, but yeah.
Nice.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how long my Fortnite hours are, because that was a lot.
Yeah, honestly, for me, I said like my near for me the gameplay hours could like is like 300, but I feel like it might be above that because Lion already saw it. It only counts up to like 99 hours. So, and I've played it
Oh,
like
yeah.
I've been playing it since like a while. Like I've seen it on 99 hours for like 2 years now, so or a couple of years. So I've definitely gone a little bit above 99 hours.
Mine was WoW. I remember Legion. So like to get every single to get flying in Legion was like the worst thing. You had to get reputation, like exalted on everything, and then there was this one faction where like the only way to get it was World Quest, and you had to get like 1,000, or no, like 102,000, 1,200. No, it was a lot more. It was a lot of like reputation grinding, and I knew like for every like month or like every day, I was just like in there playing like 5 hours a day just to get the maximum amount of reputation. And then also I also had to get a reputation for the other advanced allied races, so that was like another like half a month. I played when it came to WoW. I was almost like addicted to the thing.
What class and race did you play?
I was Death Knight Undead. So
Okay.
I was yeah, it was a pretty cool class. It was still hard because the hardest thing about it was also trying to find gold so I can redo my subscription, because now you can buy tokens to redo subscription using WoW Gold instead of actually buying it. And I would just go around farming ores and stuff for like 2 hours only to get like maybe 300 gold. It was
That's rough.
and that was and that was like nothing. That was like cheap change to get like 4 hours worth just to get only like maybe $2 maybe.
Yeah,
Man.
I was a big WoW person as well. I played since Burning Crusade, and I still play on and off now. But I much more did the PvP, and so I hit like Gladiator a bunch of seasons in a row. But I'd only play like Arms Warrior. That was like my go-to. But I Holy Death Knight was cool too. But yeah, WoW is sick. I'm like an MMO guy at heart.
Nice.
I heard stories of like the PvP, like vanilla PvP system, and how like that was your job if you were trying to get the highest rank. Like you couldn't even take one day off because you could lose like 2 ranks just by not playing. And I was just like, man, I'm glad they stopped that, because I would have never played WoW if that was how things were now.
Yeah. Guys, I think I gotta go soon. It's about that time. Gotta go out and get some stuff done. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
If you guys want to continue the episode, that's fine. But
How long's the podcast?
We've been going for an hour and 15. Alright. Well, if you guys actually got this far into this episode, then obviously don't forget to subscribe. But obviously go check out all of our channels, Tensas, Anime Bros, and obviously our guest Extra. Go check out all of our channels. Do you guys have any last words before we end off?
Watch JoJo's.
Aside from my stomach eating itself right now, Yeah, I will say, we didn't talk that much about Bleach, but when we get Hickster back on sometime, if he wants to come back on, we gotta
for
talk
sure.
more about Bleach. Yeah, because anime bro, whenever we have what is it, Game of Thrones guests, he goes on for like half the episode just talking about Game of Thrones. So
No, I just do that anyways. So
yeah, true.
Yeah, but thank y'all so much for having me on. It was great talking with y'all. I'd love to come on again sometime and chat it up again.
Yeah, of course, of course.
yeah.
Yeah,
No
thanks,
problem.
thanks, thank you for coming on.
All right. Well, we will see you guys then next week. Peace.
See ya.
Peace.